Alrighty folks, well that was a fun day of work, and we're gonna go over a few things what we did. Sorry I haven't uploaded a video in a while. I've been just extremely busy, but I have made quite a few accomplishments in the past few months. Since I haven't been working on my airplane, I have been working on my instrument, my commercial, and my CFI licenses, and I have achieved all three of those. Now it's time back on the airplane project. So we're hitting the airplane project hard for the next 3 months, and then after that, it's gonna be taking a break again because I gotta get my mechanics license knocked out. So here's a quick time-lapse video of today. We're gonna go over some of the parts and pieces that I did. Hope you guys enjoy and follow along with the build. See ya. Okay, quick catch up here. So about a year ago, this project was given to me with the airframe welded, and it had the Volkswagen engine with it. All the parts with the Volkswagen propeller and everything, but I decided to put a Rotax engine on it that I got for a pretty good deal. And I bought a 40-foot shipping container that I outfitted with some solar panels and lights, built some workbenches and started ordering materials. That's what's in the crates there. Started cutting them all to length per the plans. This is the spar caps when I was just starting to cut them. And then I got busy with my pilot's license, just punching holes in the spar caps, more of the Rotax, figuring out how the Rotax is going to fit on this airframe, because obviously it's not quite built for it, so I have to engineer a motor mount for that. Then I got to use our CNC that we have at work to cut out the ribs. That saved a ton of time, because typically those are cut out by hand, but I just converted them to a CAD file and cut them out with the CNC. Then I had to form all the ribs. So these are the formed ribs here in just a second. Right there, I had to use some forming blocks that I made out of hardwood to form the ribs. And that's where we're at now. Alrighty folks, so over the past few months I have made a few different parts and pieces for the airplane, but in the last few days I've been doing some riveting. We got the spar channels and the spar caps riveted together. For the most part, all done here. This is my first large riveting project, so I'll have to go back and drill out a couple of these that I put smiley faces on and so on and so forth. As you can see, I'm missing some rivets in some places because I have to order other ones. They weren't called out in the plans. But we're about, I'd say, 90% done with the riveting on the main spars. Next, we're going to be mounting angles to the main spars and a couple of other little brackets. And then we're going to be putting on our ribs, which I've successfully cut out and formed. More videos on that later. So we have nose ribs, we have main ribs, we have complete 22 of each of those. And then we have all these little angles that are going to have to be cut and trimmed to fit. And drilled and riveted in place. And right now I'm designing on Fusion 360, I'm designing these brackets here, which are going to be riveted on with those angles. The original Sonorai was built without all of these reinforcing angles. It was just the rib riveted to the spar, and there was a deadly accident due to wing structural failure, and so they majorly updated it. The wings have 2 extra ribs now. They have extra angles here in the cap, as well as all these reinforcing angles and reinforcing parts that are made out of 025 aluminum. So what I'm going to do is design these up in Fusion 360, throw them on the panel cutter at work, and get them all cut out. Today we riveted cap strips on the main spars and test fit them into the carry through that's here on the airplane. As you can see, the way these wings work, they're removable, so they just slide into this carry through, and they're going to have 2 pins that will get drilled right here that will slide into the wings. And then I still am going to have to weld a bracket on back here that the rear spar will actually bolt to, rather. We got the Rotax engine that I'm gonna have to build a mount for and bolt together and weld that up. It's gonna be an interesting engineering project. So, and also tomorrow morning or maybe tomorrow evening, hopefully I'm going to powder coat this rudder so that can be covered with fabric. So, whole bunch of stuff going on here. Not to mention the whole container build process. I got a door cut in the side, although I don't have a handle or a top on it yet. We got just some little stick-on solar 12-volt lights, and all this is just being powered by one little 50-watt solar panel, which has been enough so far just for running the lights. That's 45 amp hour 12-volt battery. And then I've got all these airplane batteries that I'm gonna hopefully revive and connect in series. I'm gonna get a bigger controller here, and then I have 2 more of these 100-watt solar panels that I'm going to be building a mount for and mounting them. Hopefully to get enough energy in here so that I can put some outlets. I already have one inverter down there, but I'm gonna put an actual breaker box and some outlets, maybe even an AC office in the back here, but that's down the road a little bit. So anyway, that should get you guys somewhat up to speed on what I've been doing for the last few months, not making videos. I'm sorry, hopefully we're gonna change that. So here's this video, and then with Micah's permission, I'm gonna throw in just a really quick, fun little paramotor flying video because I love flying paramotors. Micah did the edit on this little 1-minute clip. So enjoy the clip.
Woo! Yeah!